Now, ladies and gentlemen, with new all-time highs for active duty dropping cases and the case market in general being up so much, the Chroma case, specifically the Chroma 3, has gone up 400%. The clutch case in the past month has been a 13 to 15 cent case. Now it's over 35 cents. We're seeing things like the Breakout go past $3. The glove case go over $3 once again, which is just absolutely crazy. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about and going over some specific examples on why right now is really not the worst time to sell. And I think it's actually a pretty good time to sell some individual items, especially if you want to play it safe. Now, I've always done, especially recently anyway, playing safe in CSGO for an investment. Now, today's video sponsor is, of course, Skins Monkey.
Hi, you. Yes, you. Would you like to get $5 for free for your first trade? Just use skinsmonkey.com and get your extra skins. See description below to enjoy the special promotion and receive 5% cashback for trading your CSGO skins.
The best decision and the only decision to profit is to actually cash out, because this is what a lot of people do. They hold on to something when it hits an all-time high and they're like, it's going to keep going higher. You're pretty much playing CSGO Crash with a lot of these items. So now, before we get any further, let's talk about a roadmap for CSGO investing, what I think is going to happen in the next few months going forward, and this might actually help you want to sell your items or keep them for the long term if that's what you plan on doing. So from right now until the major, I think there's nothing's really going to happen. I could see a case coming in the next couple weeks, but it would have to be in a couple weeks period. But that's the reason I don't think it's going to come. Everyone, and Valve specifically, is going to want you to buy things for the major, and with that, we're going to see price decreases on a lot of these cases, a lot of these items, right? Like the M4A1S skins, the Op skins, some Desert Eagle skins, some Operation stuff, some stickers for Stockholm, and capsules from Stockholm specifically. And it really depends on how these stickers look and these patches look and whatnot for the Antwerp Major, how it's going to affect these prices altogether for the market. If they're really bad, I still think a lot of these cases and whatnot are going to go down in value because people are going to sell them to unbox that stuff and keep those capsules for an investment. And I have a whole video discussing the pros and cons of each situation and scenario for Stockholm investment-wise if the next Antwerp Major is kind of bad or good sticker-wise. And after that, I think we're going to receive some sort of case, and that is going to either remove the Fracture case or the Prisma 2, in my personal opinion. I think the Clutch case is definitely going to stay in the game for the next little while. The Clutch case is at 34 cents right now, and I think it's at the end of its life, but the problem that I have seeing it getting removed right now is because it was the most unboxed case this past month at like well over 2.5 million, which is kind of crazy to think about. But this case, I mean, it's Valve's moneymaker. The Prisma 2 is also a complete moneymaker in this game, and the Fracture case in this list is the least unboxed. And the reason I also think the Fracture case is going to get removed, there's a lot of rumors recently of Valve adding chroma finishes to the Shattered Web knives via TDM Jesus' most recent video on this stuff. I think it was very good. I'd suggest checking it out if you are interested in what those look like. They do look pretty cool, and I would like to see those finishes on some knives. And with that, Valve's going to want you to only get the Fracture case knives and mainly the Shattered Web knives only from the newer case and those newer knives. So you have to pay a lot more and a premium for those older cases and mainly those older knives if you want to go for that. So there's going to be a bigger incentive to unbox the newer case, but that could be a little ways away. Could be a case or two from the next one coming out. And then after that, I do think we're going to get some sort of operation. So with that roadmap, I do think there's going to be a lot of things going up and down in price, but mainly cases are going to go down quite a bit before this next summer hype. And I think after the major, of course, we'll see some sort of summer hype, if that's even going to happen, which I do have a very strong feeling about. But at the same time, prices we see right now are what we saw last year with that summer hype for 2021. Like the Dreams and Nightmares case isn't really relatable to anything we've seen before. The Dreams and Nightmares case, there's 78,000 quantity in the market, but it's still $1.42 and dropping in game. So what the heck is going on? It's really odd. And if you're holding this or the RIPTIDE case, you are practically playing CSGO Crash, which I suggest cashing out as fast as you can with the RIPTIDE case or the Dreams and Nightmares case. And things like the Clutch case, I mean, I'm going to see these dipping here pretty soon. A lot of these active duty drop pool cases, and whenever they are active duty and they actually are going up in value a significant amount, like the Snakebite case and Clutch case, where they've literally doubled or tripled up in value, like the Snakebite case, that's not good. And there's going to be a dip here very soon if it's for the Antwerp Major or if it's for a sale for the 75% off sale for the Major, or if it's something else. You will see a dip in these items no matter what. It might be 5 cents. It could be 50% of what it is right now. So that's why I'm suggesting selling right now and guaranteeing yourself some profit. This is 100% profit, literally, if you cashed out right now and if you bought it a few weeks ago or even a month ago when I suggest, investing into the Clutch case and whatnot. And for things like the Danger Zone case, I know people did tell a lot of my viewers and other people to invest in this thing. and the Prisma 2 case. I suggest not investing into the Prisma 2 case or the Danger Zone case. Once again, these are at an all-time high, and the Prisma 2, as much as it is unboxed, I do think it's a pretty garbage case overall. It's kind of like a shill case that I've talked about in the past, where a lot of CSGO investment YouTubers about a year ago, whatnot, suggested investing into this as well as the Prisma 1. It was like, it's absolutely horrible. These cases are going nowhere up in value. There's nothing desirable in them compared to these other cases, like the clutch case. There's the gloves. The skins in it are actually pretty good as well. The fracture case is not bad either. And the good thing about the snakebite case, well, is those gloves are from Broken Fang. In that case, as much as it's going up, this is a cheaper alternative. And that case is going to go up with the Broken Fang case as long as the M4A1S doesn't get nerfed. And this is going to be a whole skyrocketing crappy event happening if this does happen. So after the major, there's also a lot of different possibilities that the M4A1S could get nerfed. And the reason I'm saying after the major is because Valve doesn't like to play and make a whole bunch of huge updates before a major where it affect the pros. So after the major ends, I could see Valve buffing or tuning the A1S, making the A4 better, or at least on par. That's going to cause the Broken Fang case to go down in value, and that's going to also cause the Snakebite case to go down in value like a lot. It's going to happen more over time, but you'll definitely see a significant dip for like a FOMO dip for a little while. People are going to sell like extremely fast. That's also going to cause some other items to go up in value that could cause the clutch case to go back up, but that's also a whole different scenario and situation. The glove case is once again over $3, which is kind of crazy to think about. It's actually higher than the breakout case, which is actually one of the first times we've ever seen this sort of situation and scenario, which is absolutely amazing. Over a month ago, you were able to buy the glove case for I think it was at 95 cents on the Steam market, which is just kind of crazy to think about. The Gamma cases and the Chroma cases, specifically the Chroma 3, is up 400%. I'm just giving more examples on why you should sell right now. The Chroma cases are great, but they're not always going to hold their value like that, right? The Revolver case has already seen some sort of dip down in price. It almost hit 30 cents the other day. Now we're back at 25, and we were at 21 with the initial hype. And this thing just a few weeks ago was at like 13, 14 cents when I suggested investing into it. You're making a lot of profit on these items, right? And for Stockholm, I mean, all the hollows and foils are up a significant amount, and these capsules are kind of evening out right now in value. I think because the case market is going up so much, these capsules are kind of falling down in price a little bit. The Contenders capsules at 85 cents almost was $1 the other day. I think it was over $1. The Stockholm Challengers ones are $1.34. They were almost $1.60 the other day, and they're at 6,000 quantity, right? And those are the only two I really suggest investing into. The rest I would kind of just leave it as is, but those two investments I would personally sell right now. Make the profit. They're going to go down either way with the next major sale because people are going to sell these to unbox the newer capsules, and there's a good chance they could be looking like they're pretty good stickers if they are anything like our concept arts a few weeks ago. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little tutorial and kind of talk on why you should sell your investments right now in CSGO. I myself am going to be selling a lot of my clutch cases here very soon. I have a few hundred of them in a storage unit. And for the rest of my capsules, I'm actually just going to keep them. But that's just my personal opinion. If you do want to play the long-term game for an investment, you can possibly do that as well. But just know some of these case prices are very unethical and they aren't going to hold forever. So unless you're holding for the very, very long term, I would just cash out now, make your money, and reinvest in the next few months. Hopefully you have a great day. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.